If elected in 2024, what will you do first?
First of all, I would Will Smith half of Congress. I would walk through Congress like whacka, 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 whacka. Make them reevaluate.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. A new day, a new insult to Barack Obama from his wife, Michelle. Michelle Obama is so angry now because she has to live with Barack. Kid you not. Michelle Obama is upset that she has to live with him. This is an ongoing trend where Michelle Obama is showing you what you mustn't marry. Okay? And we're not even talking about anything under the hood. I'm talking about just the actual person of Michelle Obama. I'm talking about the ingratitude, the insufferable privilege and entitlement of Michelle Obama, and the way that she talks about her husband. And I don't like Barack Obama. I think he wrecked the country. I'm not a fan of Barack Obama at all. But nobody deserves, no husband deserves to be treated like this. At risk of saying something nice about Barack Obama, this guy straight up risked it all and ran for president and had all of this, whatever you want to call it. He could read a speech, I don't really know. But anyway, he did it and he became president. He was elected president twice. And Michelle Obama would be legitimately a Domino's delivery lady if it wasn't for Barack Obama. Michelle Obama would be, I don't know, an Uber driver in Chicago. I don't know what she'd be doing. But I can tell you this, that she wouldn't be sitting there as a multi-millionaire without Barack Obama, sitting there in multiple palaces on private islands. And I'm telling you that her behavior is utterly despicable. And even for a guy like Barack Obama, who I think deserves it. But, again, does any man really deserve this? Okay, here's the newest one. Here's the newest gripe. The gripe from Michelle Obama is that she can't stand the way that Barack Obama looks and talks and chooses food. And then she can't stand looking at him or talking to him. And she actually says, I want to smack you in the face because I hate it all so much. And she's saying this in public, so imagine what she says in private. Hey, here's the clip.
Did you catch Michelle's latest podcast? It's bad. There's a therapist. Her big bro made the cut, but Barack, he's MIA. Turns out, things aren't as they seem.
A lot of young people could look at that and go, I want a marriage like Michelle and Barack.
Right.
And it's well, let me talk about what marriage is, because it's, even when it looks good, even when it's great, it's hard. And so I think it's important because, it's very easy to quit on a marriage.
Michelle didn't hold back. Besides canceling Barack's pickup games, she hates what he does with his mouth. The chewing.
The way you're chewing makes me want to smack you upside the head. The girls and I are very irritated with the way Barack chews.
Oh, my.
Well, chewing is the essence. You hear the otherness of a person, right? You hear they have a body, they have saliva. They're like you. It's
but why does it annoy us?
Barack can't even eat in peace. Even when Barry keeps his mouth shut, Michelle's still complaining.
Now that we're empty nesters, it's well, what are we going to talk about? So we're together all day, and we do this thing where it's I'll see him, and it's what you been doing? It's don't tell me until dinner, because we got to have something to talk about at dinner. So if all throughout the course of the day I'm getting caught up on his stuff, then it's we're sitting staring at each other. Are we missing something?
To talk about.
It's a good breakdown from Jesse Waters there. It's obviously leading to headlines, and it's the people who are watching this are saying this is clearly toxic, including some of the best relationship doctors in the world, like Dr. Drew Pinsky. He is a very famous TV relationship expert, and he says they got problems. They need help. They need true help. They both clearly hate each other.
Is Barack Obama being a good role model for men to just sit there and take it?
You know, we don't really know what his side of the story is yet, right? I suspect that will come out. It requires, it requires connection, it requires intimacy, it requires attachment, it requires mutuality. None of the things on display in this marriage. And God forbid, having passion. People can sustain passion for many decades. This emptiness, this impoverishment, this is not good. If this were my marriage, I would haul my wife into a therapist's office and I would stay there until we work this out. Or sometimes marriages don't. They dissolve when this kind of thing starts happening. And it's got to be really rough with the kind of idealization that they want to maintain in the eyes of others. I think it's a good idea that she's saying, hey, we're human beings, there's some real stuff here. I would like to see some real stuff, however.
We have done the agonizing and excruciating, dangerous work of just going through and finding old clips of Michelle Obama insulting and making fun of Barack. And it's hard to watch. Again, it's like hard to watch anyone be treated like this, even if you don't like him, Barack Obama. But you can see the obvious trends here. She hates him. He must really hate her. And I think they're just in it for the money. Maybe that's always been the case, right? And maybe there's a lot more going on there under the hood, if you know what I mean. Either way, sucks to suck. Don't marry a angry, bitter, gargantuan, feminist orc. That's the life lesson. Here you go.
I have to say, Brian, if I'm a single girl out there and I find out that Brian Chesky is single and I can stay in his house,
there she
have
goes.
you ever?
There you go. Right
you
to the relationship,
ever-
Brian. You don't have to be feel pressured.
No, but we've never talked about
he
this.
just got here.
Have you ever?
Her and her husband have tried to set me up before, so
I'm very invested in
I appreciate
Brian's
it.
love life. But
Wait.
so you've never met anybody?
The fact that people don't see me going out on a date with my husband sparks rumors of the end of our marriage. I mean, it's sort of, so we still, so
like
that
the
is
apocalypse.
It's the apocalypse. It's like, okay, so we don't Instagram every minute of our lives. We are 60. You just are not going to know what we're doing every minute of the day, And yes, I guess we're famous, but we're 60.
You are. You're real famous.
We don't
60-year-old.
take selfies. I just, Barack was joking. He's like, you don't even take pictures of anything we do. I was like, I'm not thinking about a picture.
I
Why
know,
would
right?
wanna
You're trying to
capture
be in the
it?
moment. I'm really
here.
bad at taking pictures.
That's
too.
right.
It's about what he needs as a grown man in the world. That would be.
You should have threw a boy in the mix.
I would. I'm so glad I didn't have a boy.
Yeah.
Because he would have been a Barack Obama.
Baby Barack, it would have been amazing.
No, I would have felt for him. There was a line of people waiting to shake hands with our respective husbands.
Okay.
People reaching over our heads and spilling water on us, trying to get to these two, illustrious men, and she had the same look on her face as I did. Like, here we go, and I looked over at this beautiful woman. Did we even have a conversation? Not until later in that afternoon. And that
So you hadn't met?
We hadn't met.
You just
this
saw
was,
each
kind of
other
but I
at the
just
table.
saw the
Yeah.
look on her face, which expressed the sentiments that I felt, which was
Pissed off.
Barack, he had to adjust to what on time was for me.
Because he was on that island time.
Well,
that
but
brother.
I've got this husband who's like, when it's time to leave, it's 3:00. He's getting up and going to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, like 3:00 departure means you've done all that, It's like, don't start looking for your glasses, at the 3:00 departure. But he's improved over 30 years of marriage. But that was you must adjust. And Malia and Sasha, if they're doing anything with me, they are early.
Right.
So they've learned how to snap to it. Well, I couldn't have gotten through 8 years in the White House without my big brother. But you talked me into supporting his run. And he was smart enough to know that he needed to come to you and sell you on the idea.
Everything happened so fast because Barack went from a state senator to a U.S. senator. And next thing you know, people were saying, this guy should run for president. You were like, no, not doing it.